Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss the differences between oversubscription of shares and undersubscription of shares. Both terms are related to the public issue of shares, but they indicate very different levels of investor demand and have different implications for companies, investors, and underwriters. Let us understand the key differences one by one. Number 1. Oversubscription occurs when applications received exceed the number of shares offered, whereas undersubscription occurs when applications received are fewer than the number of shares offered. Number 2. In oversubscription, more applications are received than available shares, whereas in undersubscription, fewer applications are received than available shares. Number 3. Oversubscription reflects high investor demand for the company's shares, whereas undersubscription reflects low investor demand. Number 4. Oversubscription indicates strong investor confidence in the company, whereas undersubscription indicates weak investor confidence or interest. Number 5. Oversubscription usually supports or increases the issue price and market sentiment, whereas undersubscription may lead to a reduction in issue price or negative sentiment. Number 6. In oversubscription, applicants may receive full, partial, or no allotment, whereas in undersubscription, applicants generally receive full allotment. Number 7. Oversubscription often requires allotment through a lottery system or proportional basis, whereas undersubscription allotment is usually straightforward because shares are available for all applicants. Number 8. In oversubscription, excess application money is refunded to unsuccessful applicants, whereas in undersubscription, refunds are generally unnecessary because full allotment is made. Number 9. Oversubscription may require more time for processing and allotment, whereas undersubscription generally results in a quicker allotment process. Number 10. Oversubscription is viewed positively by the market and investors, whereas undersubscription is often viewed negatively. Number 11. Oversubscription frequently results in strong listing gains after the shares are listed, whereas undersubscription may result in weak listing performance or no premium. Number 12. In oversubscription, the underwriter's liability is usually not triggered, whereas in undersubscription, underwriters may need to subscribe to the remaining shares. Number 13. Oversubscription strengthens the company's capital-raising success and reputation, whereas undersubscription may affect the company's reputation and fundraising ability. Number 14. Oversubscription improves the chances of future successful share issues, whereas undersubscription may create difficulties in future fundraising activities. Number 15. Oversubscription is generally viewed favorably by regulators and market analysts, whereas undersubscription may attract additional scrutiny or questions regarding investor interest. Conclusion. Oversubscription of shares is a sign of strong investor demand, confidence, and successful capital raising, whereas undersubscription indicates weaker demand and may create challenges for the company and its future fundraising plans. If this lecture was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.